Hello, welcome
Hello.
back. As you can tell by the change of my hat, this is a brand new day. I'm Dylan.
I'm Kevin.
And
we're going to try to give you a sense of direction.
Yeah, we're going to try. Hopefully it nudges you in just the smallest way to wherever you're going. Today
is
Saturday. Yeah.
The way you said that was funny.
So I guess I gotta know, how's your week been, man? Is there anything that you didn't discuss earlier you want to talk about?
Skydiving.
Oh shoot.
Went mining for gold.
Oh, yeah. Like actual with a pickaxe.
With a pickaxe.
Yeah, not that data, whatever this is
not
called.
the cheating.
Yeah. Panning.
Yeah, there you go.
Panning for gold. Also, I have actually a quick question about that. The Yukon gold rush, like you hear those like in the same. Have you heard that before?
Are you talking about Yukon, the city, or Yukon?
Not.
We're not talking about Oklahoma.
No.
Okay. We're
just
talking
like like when I say the gold rush, does your brain also bring up the Yukon?
When I think about gold rush, I think about California.
California. Okay. Well, I put together the Yukon and I was like, where is that, like a place or whatever? It's a mountain range. It's like a or like a topical
in America?
Yeah. But that is kind of like it goes along like California and up into Alaska and whatever. But like that was the area of the gold rush.
I see.
I think. So my friend told me that the Yukon was a mountain, a topical area, an environmental, a geological area.
Yeah.
Reference? I don't know, man. But anyways.
Today we're going to be talking about conflict resolution.
Yeah.
Because your life is going to be filled with it.
Literally. Last week, wink, wink, we talked about professional communication. And I feel like professional communication and conflict resolution kind of go hand in hand, or just communication in general with conflict.
Yeah.
So we're going to kind of figure out like why conflict happens.
It's kind of a philosophical question there.
Well, yeah. Honestly, I think conflict really happens because of like just miscommunication on things, you know?
Miscommunication.
Whether that is like literally like the words that you chose to say to describe to someone, or if it's like, no, like how I...
Would a misunderstanding be a form of miscommunication? I don't think so.
You know. Okay, so I actually took a communication class, and I don't know why I didn't think about this before making this freaking slide. But I do remember there's like a visual of like what communication is, and it's kind of like this tube, right, between person A and person B, or like subject A or subject B, and there's like all of these little dots. So like from the person speaking and the person receiving, there's all of these like middle things where things can go wrong. So like, but if any of those things get wrong, I feel like that is a miscommunication. So like even if like you misunderstand someone, like that's not like a miscommunication. Like there's not like a blame for one or the other. You know, like I think it happens together.
It's probably at the very end of that little tube you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
It's once you've received it. It goes back to how it was said, how it was interpreted, and then that's where we get misunderstanding, right?
Yeah, because it's also like
just not communicating effectively.
Yeah. And it's also your perception and the words that you, what you have value for may not be the same thing that other people would like place value on as well. So like, and their perception would be different. So maybe you like these 5 words, but they're like, actually, I have been rubbed the wrong way by these 5 words, and they mean something different to me. Like, I was listening to a podcast, and I can't remember what it was. What they were talking about. They were talking about how like different generations like use different words differently. And I wish I could come up with the example. I can't.
Gosh darn it.
If you have an example of one.
Of what? Of a miscommunication?
No, like a word that's like been used like
differently throughout.
Yeah, like throughout history.
Nothing comes to mind, honestly, at this very moment, but I'm sure once we're off air, I'll probably think about it.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll put a pin in that. It might float back to me. I don't know. Conflict resolution. I feel like there are different styles. Like we said, there could be different versions of where a conflict arises.
Yeah.
It could be physical. It could be emotional. I guess it could be any of those things.
Yeah.
Because conflict can, like... It goes back to, can you effectively communicate your positioning, your thoughts, and then are you able to receive other people?
That is what it comes down to.
I feel like I found these like 6 steps. Yeah. Acknowledge conflict, define the problem, meet on neutral ground, let everyone have a say, agree on a solution, determine each side's role in the solution. Now, I found many like articles and slides of like other people talking about conflict resolution because, hey guys, it's kind of a big deal. And honestly, I found like paid guides on not only professional communication, but also conflict resolution. People will take classes to understand how to do conflict resolution.
There's a guy, I can't remember his name, but I'll look it up. But he was a negotiator for like high conflict, like not like workplace, but it's like
know who you're talking about.
Yeah, like hostage situations and shit like that. And I don't want to paraphrase him, but a lot of it was what he would do is he would meet these people's like, what's the term? It's like needs that we all have. What are they called? There's like a term for basic human needs, basically. Yeah. So he would like listen, like literally he would listen to these people, and then he would just like kind of like know how to talk to them to essentially like get them to turn themselves in, get them to not murder somebody. Like it's really powerful stuff. Like
at the end of the day, we're all human.
Oh, we are?
We are?
You know, I haven't thought about that.
Huh? What else is there? We're not just beings? I don't know. Oh. We're all here physically on the same plane. How about that?
Who's we? What's going on?
What is happening?
All right, sorry.
What's his name? Is Ashton Kutcher gonna come out and be like, boom, you're actually in the Middle Earth, purgatory.
This is a dream.
Okay. We'll save that anxiety for another day.
Yes.
Back to conflict resolution, bros. Probably not the most professional way I could have said that, but we're chilling, right?
Yeah.
We're acknowledged that we're kind of along with you guys, learning this stuff with you.
That's a good list, though. That's a really good start.
But yeah, I liked these 6. There were 10 steps, there were 5 steps, there were 3 steps. So I feel like the 6 is probably right in the middle.
Yeah.
So again, we'll go back. Acknowledge the conflict. What's going on? What's the issue?
Yeah, literally.
Define the problem. Well, I guess that's what's the issue. 3, meet on neutral grounds. 4, let everyone have a say. Listen to every piece, right? Everyone has their side of the puzzle. Let them speak.
Yep.
5, agree on a solution. You have to move forward. Everyone has to move forward. How are we going to do so? And then 6 is determine each side's role. Oh.
Yeah, that 5 I think would be the hardest. I think is the hardest step in any.
To agree on a solution.
To agree on a solution, yeah. Yep.
But if you listen to every piece's part, if you're actually,
I feel like that would
listening.
be where like communication is the most. That and meeting on neutral ground, because you have to, like you said, if let's say you fuck something up and you're the person who has created this issue, like you have to be open to hearing somebody say like, hey, you messed up, like, and you have to be open to that and just like not take it so personal and then make the problem even worse. It's something I deal with a lot at work. It's like something will happen and then it goes from, instead of going from like, okay, this happened, how can we fix this? It's like, all right, like they'll just start pointing fingers like, all right, why'd you do this? Or like, and then everybody just starts kind of like,
I feel like people get squirrely.
Yeah. And then like the thing is still there and it's still messed up. Like it still needs to get fixed.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter like
who did it.
Yeah.
Who done did it.
Who done did this. But
because you have to move forward, right? Especially
always.
like in your job. Like if conflicts happens, you can't just all just sit around and be like, man, I can't believe this conflict's happening. There's this big issue. And Gee whiz, you know? Like you're gonna have to be like, all right, that is blocking us. How do we get around this? Like how do we move forward? Because the job's gotta get done at the end of the day.
Gotta get her done.
So, I have prepared several
conflicts
that I feel like everybody might run into, or at least come close to running into.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do a nice little spin the wheel.
One thing I will say that happened to me recently that could have turned very badly if I didn't I did the right thing. But anyways, I ordered my food. I'm going to pick it up. There's a line, and you know there's restaurants where like there's a long parking lot and then there's like a small entrance where people can like kind of enter, and like the drive-through, like you can clearly see the line of cars.
Yeah.
So I'm in this line, and then some car, like you can definitely tell that they're trying to get in, and I'm like, no, like there's a line, like dude, like you can't do this. Cuts me off as I'm inching, like he's inching, and then like he just like cuts me off, kind of like looks at me like, yeah, I just did that, and like it took every part of my being to not get out of the car and like do some shit. But then I was like, you know what? It's probably just because I'm hungry, so I'm not gonna do that. And then I just kind of like I let it go. But yeah. Yeah.
Road rage, I feel like I did not even consider, but that's totally like a conflict that people run into all the time. I mean, we have a sweet lady who works with us, and she had a very scary road rage incident where like someone like literally was just really inching her way towards her and like cut her off, and then she ended it like climaxed to her throwing a giant big gulp like on this our sweet coworker's car and like cursing her out, and like sweet coworker's like, I just want to get home, I'm so scared, I don't know what's going on, and like this lady, because it was a lady, screaming crazy whatever, but Our sweet Brandy decided to just remain calm inside her car and then freak out later at home.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Because I feel like if anything escalates, especially on like road rage, like you don't know what other people have going on in their car, or like why they are so angry, like what's happening in their life.
It's getting wild out here, which is why this is so important.
Yeah. Mine are more like...
not life-threatening.
Yeah, they're more lighthearted. Yeah. So
you're gonna go first.
Gotta get that. Okay. Oh yeah, and it has like confetti. Oh, sweet. So I want to read it like you won, but it's like, your manager doesn't check the requested time off. Because there's confetti.
That.
I feel like that kind of happens a lot in places, especially like hourly clock-in jobs or stuff. Like when I worked at the restaurant, that was kind of a big issue because we had to like submit our time off request.
And you have to get somebody to fill.
Yeah, and then but we would have like managers that would either like not check what was submitted for that time off and then just completely like blind schedule people.
Nice.
And then they would be like, why are there so many people? It's like, bro, they told you 4 weeks ago that they're going out of town. And I feel like 4 weeks is kind of a long heads up.
So I feel like I have been in this situation. I mean, I guess you as an employee could maybe try to remind or just like kind of touch base, like, hey, like just to let you know, like I put in this time request. And then it's up to the manager to kind of like act on that, because this happened to me and I'm like, sorry, dude, like I'm not coming in today.
My biggest lesson that I learned about working in the corporate world is have a paper trail, okay? You're going out of town, you know you're going to be out of town, whatever it may be. Send an email as soon as you know, or as soon as you're like, I know for sure, like I'm not going to work. Like, whatever those dates are, have it in writing so that when you do set up a time, because I feel like if the manager continues to do that or just really doesn't check their emails or whatever, you can go into the meeting being like, listen, I told you on this day and this time that I would be out.
Yeah.
And then that's not on you. You've covered your butt. That is then on the manager to okay, I have an employee that will be out of town. How do we assess the schedule? So, and that comes two things. One, covering your butt. Two, you're not going to send that email being like, hey, motherfucker,
yeah.
I'm going to be gone.
Are you fucking
You're just
stupid?
going to be like, hey.
Are you blind? I'm joking.
You're going to be like, hey, I have X, Y, and Z going on.
Yeah, you got to put your sweet old lady voice on.
Yeah. Put that work persona on, right?
There we go.
How are they going to ask off? Or how are they going to tell them that they're going to be off? Because I feel like there's both.
Yeah.
And obviously, if an emergency comes up, you have to leave town or whatever, for something that you did not plan on, that's another story. And then you have to kind of figure out, okay, I learned that this happened. I need XYZ off. How can we move forward together? Because you're not going to have an employee because I'm going to be gone.
That's good advice. I think that conflict is resolved.
Yes.
Is it my turn now?
Yeah.
So so it gets rid of it once it's been picked, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You have to choose the button after, but yes.
Ah. That was why did it go so
It's
slow?
so slow.
Your coworker is always behind on their deadlines. Ew.
Yeah. When I wrote this one, I kind of was like, honestly, I don't really know what I would do outside of asking them how I could help. And I feel like that kind of bleeds into the line of personal boundaries, what are you capable of? But
yeah.
I would say if you do offer your coworker help because maybe their work is piling up and it's too stressful for them, I would also kind of have a conversation okay, I will help you with these things, but I also will need to let our manager or the person above us know that I'm helping you with these things.
Yeah.
I think it would then have to be a one-on-one and then maybe a one-on-two or two-on-one with a manager or something where you all three get to. But then I don't know, does that blur the lines of where are the boundaries within that?
I think if I'm the manager and I have an employee who's always behind on deadlines, I would kind of take your route, which is I would talk to them and see. We don't know what people are going through.
Right.
There might be some stuff at home or they're dealing with things, and you could just ask them hey, I'm noticing that you're behind. How can we help? I think that's really all you could do, or unless you want to fire them and be all right, you suck.
Well, in this position, they're just your coworkers.
Oh,
so
okay.
You're
I
not
deal with
fighting.
this all the time.
Yeah.
And I am always helping, trying. But I don't tell my boss. So I'm not going to do that.
Are you doing that just because you want to help the team? Because that's also different,
Yes. Okay, here's another example.
It's also different, of how much workload, is it?
Funny story, and I'll try to keep it short. I was working in this middle school that they're building a new gymnasium. The top electrician is hey, you guys have a week to put up. It was 14 big ass speakers, and you have to go up and rig it and then connect it and make sure they work. He's you have a week to do this. That's the deadline. And so I had no other I worked 70 hours that week. And luckily I had a really good coworker, Marco, shout out to you. But we got it done, but it's just sometimes it's also not the employee's fault. It's the employer overloading somebody and not being, what's a good word? Calculated or organized,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Not delegating properly or
also not knowing your employees.
Yeah.
If you
See, and then I feel this also just becomes more of workplace dynamic as well. This is affecting more than just one coworker.
Yeah.
It's affecting everyone on the team.
So yeah, that's what I would.
But I think like having, because again, conflict isn't just always like this big thing. It can be like something small.
I feel like conflict and problems we can kind of mesh those two together, right? Like problem resolution and conflict resolution. When I think about conflict, I do think about more interpersonal, like we have a conflict, but if there's like a problem, then we have a problem in front of us, I guess.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense. But okay. On to the next. I'm just reading all the...
We don't even have to go through all of them.
Yeah, we don't have to. We can end on this one if you want.
I don't want to.
You don't want to do that one?
Do you want to do that one?
No, I don't.
Because I feel like it was kind of the same
It
thing.
was like, what do you do when your co-host forgets their lines? And I was like, I don't want to get into that.
One of your friends never contributes to the bill. I feel like since it's your friend, you can like sit down and be like, what's up, man? Because I feel like my friends, we switch off the bills all the time, or we'll do just half, or like, hey, you got dinner, let me get drinks or something. Like we split it up. I feel like pretty well, but there has been times like in college where like you're like, oh, okay, like I'll pay for this time because I think that so-and-so is going to pay next time, and then so-and-so never pays.
I have one of my best friends. We've grown up together, but there's a time where it would be like, oh yeah, like I'll pay you back kind of thing, and they never would. And then, so at that point, I was just like, no, like I'm not paying for the shit no more.
Right. See,
that's how I resolve the conflict. Is
right. And I feel like money conflicts like is talked a lot. Like people don't want to talk about money, but like I don't care. Like we could talk about money because like.
Well, it is one of the main reasons people get divorced.
Right. Because they don't talk about it. Like exactly. I was at something where they kind of were talking about how there's a lot of like middle-aged women who are now getting divorced, and they have no idea about financial literacy either, because they grew up in a time where like you get married to have a husband, and then he's in charge of finances, because like women, that's not a woman's thing. And I hadn't realized like that is so recent, like in America's history of like women, well, like kind of the history of the world, but like
history too.
But like that women could have their own bank accounts and like credit cards and things like that. Like I did not.
I think it was
realize.
around the 30s.
Yeah.
30s or 20. No, I want to say 30s. I don't know.
I want to say it was maybe like 40s or 50s. Like I don't feel like it was.
I remember it started around
like
the rise of feminism.
Have their own accounts, because they could have an account, but it was their father or their husband or some sort of male guardian in their lineage that allowed.
You might be right. It might be the 40s. But yeah, what were you saying?
But there's like all of this. I don't know why I went this way from that, but like, speaking about money, like I think that was more of the point. Was like that there's this whole subsect of women where like they don't know financial literacy. They don't know how to like what the bank accounts are. They don't know that they should ask how much income is coming into their house. You know, and like I feel like I don't mind talking about that, because like we need to know. Like money is how the world works, so like to me, it feels like, all right, let's talk about it. Like there's not this heavy like, ooh, like. Yeah,
I think there's a difference between letting somebody handle finances based on their temperament, not really just because you're like the husband or whatever. But like if somebody's better at managing money, then like cool.
Yeah.
But you also have to be aware of that. Yeah, I don't know how we got to that, but.
Oh, I think it was just more of like, I think there is a place where it's difficult for people to talk about money. So like they think like, oh, my friend that never pays the bill, like I don't want to talk to them about money. But like, hey man, if they're your friend, like, and you want them to still be in your life, then I feel like you need to figure out how to talk to them about that, because you can't just keep building resentment with like, oh man, I don't want to hang out with them because they never pay the bill. You could ask them, hey, what's going on? Why do you never pay the bill? What's going on? And then maybe they are a piece of shit. Maybe they're going through some times. I don't know. But you got to figure that out sooner or later.
You're right. I see how you tied it all back.
Yeah, there we go.
Good point.
See, some of these times I know where the tangents will go.
Yeah.
Okay. And sometimes the tangents go on a little too long, but I have no idea.
I'm going to do one more and then we can...
Oh, okay.
What? What did I do?
No, it's okay. There's not that many. It was like either done or hide the request or hide whatever, but it's...
And I pushed done?
Yeah. It's okay. If we get the same one, then like we'll just do it again.
I think we handled that conflict pretty well.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It doesn't have to be like a big thing.
Okay, your neighbor keeps having weeknight parties. For one, I'll be in attendance. And then, no conflict.
No conflict.
I'm assuming the issue is the loud music or loud.
Yeah, that was like a...
Well, the first thing you do in this situation is you call the cops and you tell them that you think they might have a weapon. And that usually ends the party pretty well. And I don't think they'll want to do that again.
I think they have a weapon.
Yeah.
So then the police go in there and they like try to look for a weapon?
They just get there faster.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, like I have pretty nice neighbors now. I think there was maybe like a domestic dispute or something where people were yelling, but it seemed like family yelling, like, you know, so.
Family abuse is different to regular abuse.
Yeah. And I don't even know what it was. I tried not to be a nosy person.
But whenever people are yelling, it's kind of hard not to.
I just want to make sure that like no one's getting hurt.
Yeah.
It's just we're yelling our grievances at each other. And I'm okay, like, whatever.
One thing I will say, so I do have a neighbor who I think everything's checked out. I think nothing's wrong over there, but it's nonstop music. Like I've been there for like a couple months and it's nonstop music.
Whoa.
Like
there's never a down.
There's never a moment. Like I woke up last night at like 4 a.m, thirsty as fuck. And I went down to the kitchen, like they're still like, it's not extremely loud, but like you can hear like the bass. I'm like, And I've seen her like, unless she's in there murdering somebody. See, but I can't call the cops though, because then that's me just being judgy.
I mean,
she seems okay. She seems like a normal person. It's just maybe she just loves music.
Yeah.
But it's like nonstop.
Honestly, I've thought about I've added this in there, and I genuinely am more. I guess we're asking the audience like, how would you deal with your neighbors having a weeknight party? Because I'm now realizing I did have a neighbor in a duplex where it wasn't necessarily parties, but she would scream, yell, argue with her boyfriend, and we like never once heard the boyfriend yell back. There was one time that he yelled back, and it was like.
It was a brother standing up from oppression.
And it was just kind of like we got an insight into their relationship, like really hardcore. But she was so passive aggressive in our duplex because we had a shared backyard.
Oh no.
She had like
shared backyard.
Shared backyard. And she was just very passive aggressive of like, this is my side of the patio, and like keep your dog over there, and like I don't want blah blah. I'm like, it's a tiny yard, lady. I'm sorry that dog poops in your side sometimes. We clean it up.
Yeah, as long as you clean it up. But that's another good one. What do you do when somebody shits in your yard? Or a dog. No,
so I was like, man, a person, that's a little...
I didn't mean to deter you.
Yeah. But in that instance, we like had a talk with our landlord because he's like, hey, like I just want to let you know, like she has sent this complaint. I know you guys do a really good job. Your landlord
snitched on you?
No. Well, he told us that she was snitching on us. Geez. And he's just like, hey, like, I just have to tell you, like, if she complains again, like, we're going to have to, like, sit down, all of us. And I was like...
I'd be like, dude, let's
bring it on.
Actually,
we have some grievances. We've not been tattletaling on you, but how about the scream matches at 3 a.m., huh? And the, like, scream crying, because there is some intense emotions coming out of that place, okay? And I feel like... Anyways, But at the end of the day, they moved out and it was fine. She never waved to us, never did anything. But guess what? My secret win was that on the front lawn and on the backside, kind of.
Dylan took a shit on her side of the yard.
Our flowers and trees bloomed more than hers. Like her flower box, dead. Our flower box, sky high. And like, I was just like, yeah, I wonder, like.
Yeah.
If she was maybe just a tad bit nicer.
Maybe a witch.
No.
But
anyways, conflict is not this big scary thing. You'll come in contact with it sooner than later if you haven't. If you haven't, that's crazy. What's going on? Do you live in a bubble? How are you doing? Do you need books?
We'll also end it on this, not to get too deep, but when you think about conflict resolution, you can also think about internal conflict and how you deal with that is usually how you're gonna deal with it in other people. So just keep that in mind.
Yep. So figure out how to communicate for yourself while being open and understanding for others, because I feel like that also will help you in your conflict resolution, because you need to be able to, I don't want to say like be able to put yourself in someone else's shoes, but like, yeah, kind of. You do need to have some sort of like line of empathy to move forward with conflict, because you're on your side, they're on their side. You guys need to figure out how they work together. Yeah. To do so. And it's just kind of a part of life. So another necessary life skill.
School of life.
Yeah, so let us know what your conflict resolution styles are, or like what's the most recent conflict that's happened in your life. I forget that we should be asking you guys questions. So, you're right. Moving forward. Hey guys, we're going to talk to you more. Okay. Bye.